All right. 8, the number of abundance in the live. Welcome. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Um, for somebody, there's a Central African government agent. There's a person who works in the government, and they were connected to the people that have been causing problems, through other people that they're connected to, for you, with spell work, in order to capture you, to isolate you, so people could steal from you, energy harvest from you, sacrifice. It's so many things I can't mention, but most of the people by now know what we're talking about because a lot of us are mirroring these same experiences. The connection now, I don't know how many partners this person has because they're part of a secret society. So they could have connections to a whole lot of people. But one of the people they have a connection to, and it's some kind of marriage or relationship or sex or something. One of these people are your cousin on your dad's side of the family. And that's the connection to you. And this is a cousin that you don't know. Okay. And that's what's coming out here. They just gave me the connection to a Central African government official that does spell work in the government, that was over these organized covens and things. The connection to you is your cousin on your dad's side of the family. And this is a cousin that you don't personally know, but they know you. Okay. So I just want to make sure I got that out for you. Now, right now, somebody is having an ego death, pride in reverse. Because someone is no longer envious or jealous. Okay. Maybe right now somebody is going through a little growth spurt, spiritually or emotionally, maybe maturity, whatever it is. Somebody might have developed a little pocket of empathy, but they might be a little bit worried about something. I'm not sure what that is right now, but I have good lady in the reverse. So this older woman might be your cousin, okay? And I don't know if this is a cousin through marriage or blood, but she's connected to your dad's side of the family. And again, this is a cousin that you never met. You don't know they exist. You have no connection to this person, but they know you, okay? And this is a cousin of yours on your dad's side of the family that you don't know at all. And it might be a much older woman too. This could be a woman in her 60s, okay? She could be 50 or older, but she's a cousin of yours. Most likely a distant cousin or a second, third cousin or something like that. Something is getting ready to be happening for a very long time for whoever this cousin of yours is, because they have been persecuting you behind the scenes. And I have court here. There's going to be some kind of court hearing behind something this cousin of yours did to you. Okay. This cousin of yours has been working through this Central African practitioner in the government to do things to hurt you and harm you. And you don't even know them, but they know you. And they've had the opportunity to be able to spy on you, to have you stalked, gang stalked, monitored, harassed, all because they're jealous of you. But you don't even have a personal relationship or connection to them. But they know who you are. They know that you are their cousin and they're jealous of you. So they decided for their own entertainment to play with you like you were a rag doll, like you were a voodoo doll. They just want to stick pins in and harass and hurt and observe to see if they hurt you so they could laugh and feel pleasure. What's the word for people that get pleasure from watching other people in pain? Masochist. And don't laugh at me. I know I'm not saying the word right. I think it's called it starts with an M. Masochist. Masochist. Mashisho. Mishmosh. Mushmouth. Masochist. I can't think of the word. It's a word, and I can't think of it right now. I'm in some mush mouth energy, but you're a mush mouth. I think that was on Fat Albert and the gang back in the day. But nonetheless, whoever this cousin is, she has some kind of sickness where she likes to like slowly stick a needle into your eye and watch you scream for pain. And she gets pleasure out of it. She literally gets pleasure out of watching you as she hurts you. And she's been able to do that again through whatever resources and connections this Central African spiritual practitioner in the government has allowed her to utilize, or she's utilized from his circle. Okay. And right now, something's getting ready to happen to her mentally ill ass for a long time. And it has something to do with court. Okay. And it's not going to be too much longer before it happens. Now, the Central African might be good gentleman in the reverse as well. And he's coming out as a good gentleman because he was aware that your cousin was abusing power and doing things to harm you and hurt you and abusing power with you, that you don't even know this woman, but she was jealous of you. And just because she was jealous of you, she abused power and to entertain herself by hurting you spiritually, financially, physically, blocking your love life. She did all these things to hurt and harm you for her own entertainment because she's haughty, and she might just be old and bitter, and she might just be very ugly inside and out as well. Okay. She might look like a camel. I don't know. She might look like Joe Camel from the cigarette box. It could be a case where she looked like Joe Camel from the cigarette box. And it just could be a thing where she might smell like Joe Camel too. And it could just be a thing where she's jealous of you, and she's maybe watched you grow and develop and go through puberty and be a beautiful, intellectual, intelligent young lady. And your light irritates her demon. So that demon inside of her just made her decide to pick on you for her own entertainment. You were like her puppet. Okay. And this man right here, he turned a blind eye and allowed her to do it. Maybe because of a lie he was told about you that would allow her to do this. Like whatever she told him made him think that you deserved to be tormented. You deserved to be tortured. You deserved anything that happened to you that was bad. And he didn't investigate for himself in the past. So he allowed her to do all these things. And that's why he's in the reverse. So both of them are in the reverse. Good gentleman in the reverse. And I also have good old lady in the reverse. All right. So Holy Spirit, whoever you are, you're a whole star. You're God's star. Your star shines very bright. You're of Christ consciousness. The star can talk about your Buddhahood, your Christ consciousness. You're an enlightened being. Okay. The star. Look at you. You're Michael Jackson. Okay. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, child. Whenever I need a picker-upper, I watch old Michael Jackson videos and footage of him when he was a youngster, like responding to questions, dancing, doing. I watched the old dance machine video where he spins around and then breaks out doing the robot, live. That if you ever need to raise your vibration, child, if you ever need to raise your vibration, a quick pick-me-upper, look up some old Michael Jackson footage. I mean, if you're a Michael Jackson fan, look up some old Michael Jackson footage and watch him and his brothers in Dance Machine, and just watch him slide across the floor. And that, get it, boy, get it. It'll help you raise your vibration. Let's go. Yes. Misogynist is the word. I think misogynist. Thank you, Aheo, for feeling. No, I think misogynist. I think that's when a man feels a certain way about a woman, has a certain negative attitude to a woman. I think, okay, but I'm not perfect, so of course I could be wrong. But no. It's another word out there. I think it's another word out there that starts with M, that talks about people that get pleasure from watching other people in pain. Not misogynist. It's meshes. It's like two syllables. It's like two. Yeah. James Brown too. Yes, ma'am. James Brown too. Meshes. Massachusetts. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the right word. I just can't say it and pronounce it. Sorry, I apologize. But yeah, James Brown too. If you need to raise your vibration really quick, child, watch some old James Brown footage with one of them capes on. Watch that man, child. Watch him in one of them old interviews on the news where he high as hell. That shit funny too. Child, watch some of that old footage. That stuff will have you hit the ceiling. I'm telling you. But for me, it's Michael Jackson. Old Michael Jackson footage, like from when he was a young man, from when he was with the Jackson Five, right up until he thought it just old Michael Jackson footage will immediately raise your vibration. That's why he's like Archangel Michael. You know he raised the vibration and frequency of the whole freaking world. That's I almost got the Ace of Swords for clarity. All right, guys, let's go. All right, Holy Spirit, what is the message? So someone's no longer envious of you. They had an ego death. Now somebody might be developing a very small ounce of empathy. Usually when people start to feel pain themselves, that's when they can understand empathy for another because they're worried about something. Isn't it funny how you don't understand about other people's pain until you actually start to feel pain? And then you're like, oh, that's not nice. Oh, wow, you shouldn't have to wait to get justice. Oh my God, wow, I see what it feels like for somebody literally to set your body on fire and for you to literally still be on fire begging for help while I try to decide whether or not I want to help you or stop the person or do this, that. Now that I'm on fire, I'm on fire now. Oh, I see what it feels like. And it's hot. It don't feel good. My skin is burning. Oh my God, somebody please. Sometimes people cannot have empathy or relate to your pain unless they feel pain. And that is the reason karma exists. That is the reason God allows people to get karma and to feel pain, which is why I said, if you want to help a person get their karma, you get you a metal bat and don't kill them. Just hit them on the side of the head a few times. And y'all know I'm just playing with you. And when they start feeling the pain, and that jaw get dislocated and, the blood get direct. Oh, now I see what you mean. Okay. You made your point. I understand. You don't like when I fuck with you. You don't like when I do death spells on you. You don't like when I try to steal your money or cause imbalances to make you homeless. I mean, I couldn't hear you. I heard you, but I wasn't listening before. But now that you went across the side of my head with this bat and the police ain't here to help me because we're limited on police officers and the world is changing very quickly. And I'm feeling this bat all over the black side of my body and the side of my head. And I got blood running everywhere. I understand now. Now I see the light. And it's not just because of you hitting me in the head. I finally can see the light. So like I said, pain is the body's way of letting you know something's wrong. Otherwise, you might not even know something's wrong in your body. The pain is to indicate that. So sometimes you can cause that pain yourself with the bat, like QUAN said, or God and karma will bring pain into someone's life that will allow them to grow. So maybe somebody's experiencing some form of pain and it's causing them to feel empathy right now. So what is the message, Holy Spirit? I'm telling you, sometimes pain will allow you, when you start to feel some pain you were causing someone else, now you can relate. See, it needs to be relatable. That's what karma's here for, to help you to relate. Help you to relate. All right, what is the energy crowning this read? When you crown somebody with a bat across their forehead, now I get it. Oh my God, I didn't get it before. But now that I'm going to be homeless in the middle of wintertime and I'm worried about it, now I see how that can be stressful on another person. I can see that. It's about to be winter and I don't want to have to move from a big, beautiful house to living into a dirty motel that's not cleaned properly, because ever since COVID, they can't keep staff that work here on a regular basis. So the people they do have don't care about really cleaning the rooms like that. I don't want in the dead of the winter to literally have to go through all this, a job loss. And I want to say one more thing really quick, guys, and then I'm going to start to read, I promise. But I think everybody in this live is going to feel me when I say this shit. Listen, did y'all notice right now they're talking about laying off a whole bunch of federal workers? They said they even crisscross the positions and jobs of things that people do. And a lot of them don't do a motherfucking thing. And a lot of people, you might have up to 500 people doing the same motherfucking job and nobody's doing shit. It's just like a free fucking ride. No offense if you work for the federal government or ever did and you actually do something, but on some real shit, a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't do shit but sit around, read novels and books all goddamn day, play on a computer, mess with your enemies on social media, and you got all the time in the world. You probably got a whole fucking YouTube page, because you ain't doing shit all day at work. I'm just being honest. They're talking about laying off a whole bunch of federal workers. And do you ever think about the correlation between the gang stalking contract ending right now and the laying off of all these federal workers? All right. Try that on for size. It just confirms what we've been saying, right? The gang stalking contract is ended, and suddenly all these federal workers with government jobs are getting laid off. I can't make that shit up, y'all. And do you know why? Because a whole bunch of not everyone, because some people were good, honest people that got fired because they were too honest. They saw corruption, or they were not willing to play ball, and they might have lost their job or been given a hard time at their job. But a whole bunch of federal workers were the ones working for the government and helping them gang stalk, because who got more motherfucking time on their hands all day long than a federal worker that worked for that sit behind a desk in a call center for a government agency, whether it's the police, whether it's the FBI, CIA, NSA, whoever, the courthouse, whoever they work for. I'm just saying, the people that participated in gang stalking, the NSA, to watch you all day, hack you, follow you, watch you. Who got more time on their hands than a federal worker to sit around and gang stalk you through computers all fucking day? And now all these federal workers that are going to lose their job, it happens to happen at the same time they end they're ending the government contract they had to gang stalk and do spell work. So that should let you fucking know. That should let you know right then and there, your gang stalkers were all these people. Well, not the ones that are the foot soldiers in your neighborhood on the ground, but I'm talking about the gatekeepers. Those were the ones that had all those fucking jobs in the federal government, sitting on their ass, not doing shit all day, but they were allowed to do it because of the gang stalking contract. And now that motherfucking gang stalking contract's over, these people are the winter is here, and these not all of y'all, not everybody that worked at federal, I'm not coming down on everybody with a job for the federal government. Some people just took care of their families and handled their business and was a blessing to people, and that's a good thing. I'm talking about the motherfuckers in the federal government that had all those jobs and had their nose in the air because they were a part of a secret society and they thought they were untouchable, and that this shit and season was going to go on forever of them gang stalking us, literally, from these federal jobs, literally. And right now that contract has ended, and a whole bunch of them is about to lose their jobs. New laws are about to be made and created, and the whole world's about to fucking change, and winter is about to begin, and you're going to see these people get their karma. They might even go behind them and be like, hey, you broke the law, you were doing this and hacking this and do it, but y'all told me I could do it and y'all were in charge. Well, it don't matter. That was the old administration. This is the new administration, and we're finding you guilty of every law that you broke. So now we don't have to pay you. Because they might even be looking for ways not to pay these people when they lay them off from these jobs. And they might prosecute them for the crimes committed when this government that's currently leaving was in order. The government that's coming into place, they might charge them with the crimes they did during the latter government, and be like, we didn't promise, you didn't sign a contract with this government to protect for protection. You signed a motherfucking contract with that last government, that last president. But no, not this one. You're not covered. So now we don't even have to pay you. We're not going to pay you no money, and y'all are getting fired. Winter's here, bitch. All right. What is the energy crowning this read? Winter's here, bitches. Winter is here. Everybody in the federal I can't make it up. Everybody in the federal government that was gang stalking, career gang stalking, the winter has arrived, and they might charge you with crimes so they don't have to pay you when they fire your ass. And I'm gonna go to the grocery store later today and pick up some more popcorn, because I want to make sure there is an abundance of popcorn in my house when I sit back and watch this shit happen. I want to make sure that I got plenty of reserves of popcorn, because I'm going to be drinking my ginger tea, and I'm going to put some honey in it for my throat, and I'm going to be eating popcorn and watching. Yeah, maybe chicken too. Yeah. You said don't buy chicken? Why? Why? I love chicken. What? Okay. All right. So something balanced out. I try not to, we're not supposed to be eating meat like that. It's not good for you, and this, that, and the other. But from time to time, it's going to be a special occasion, and yeah, I might do some wings and put some duck sauce on them, and I shouldn't. It's not healthy, but hey, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's a rough world. It's a dog eat dog world out here. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Yeah, someone sent some magic towards you and it backfired already. I mean, hell, you're not supposed to eat oxtail neither. I'm supposed to be an enlightened being. I'm supposed to be an enlightened being, so I should not be cooking no goddamn oxtail, and cooking it and eating it. And I don't. I don't cook and eat oxtail, but maybe once or twice a year. Maybe once or twice a year. And I lick the pot clean and I suck each and every last one of them bones dry. You got to treat that thing like a gristle on a bone. You either suck it, F it, or leave it alone. Yes. Goat, lamb, all of it. Yeah, I don't eat that stuff all the time at all, because I'm health conscious. I don't eat all that stuff all the time at all. Barely. I eat kale salad most of the time, but every now and then when I get a craving, I'm a treat that thing like a gristle on a bone. Yeah, you suck it, fuck it, or leave it alone. Quanyan, get into the reading before these people hang up on you. Balance. Okay, justice. Someone did some spell work on you just recently. It might have been this woman, or I don't know, the masculine for her, but this is your cousin. But the spell work backfired. And they might have wanted to try to create some kind of an illusion. Yeah, you must know how good oxtail is. I don't play about that. Yeah, oxtail's good. Someone might try to create an illusion about this. What's the obstacle right now, Holy Spirit? What is the obstacle? Oh, the obstacle is, bitch, you won't die. That's the obstacle. The obstacle is you will not die. What else for the obstacle, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Their whole wish fulfillment is that all their problems would just go away if, bitch, you would die. Die, bitch. Why won't you die? We even went and contracted a doctor friend of ours that I was having sex with. I was having sex with this doctor friend that's a part of our secret society that from time to time, when I need really strong magic, I get them to sacrifice somebody. So like if a child comes in, I tell them to go for the brown children first. If a child come into the ER and something happening and they die, and let the child die so we can sacrifice, because I need stronger magic. I sat up here and hooked up with my doctor friend and we did some death spell magic on you, and bitch, your ass is still alive and you still cracking jokes and shit, bitch. I hate you. I check your phone every single morning. I wait for your social media post every morning. Hey, good morning. Just got to work. How's everybody doing? And you, if you could hear me scream every morning, and I know just to taunt me, you probably wait a few extra minutes before you make a post because for a quick second, I think that the death spell worked and that you died, and then look, there you go, you still fucking alive. I hate that. You be teasing me. Somebody's obstacle is, bitch, you will not die. You just won't die. That's it. The death spell that they might have done on you last night or all night, it got rejected. Okay, it didn't work, and they might have even killed somebody at a hospital. A doctor friend of theirs sacrificed somebody at a hospital, possibly from the last reading, to make the spell even stronger or something like that. Okay, their complete wish fulfillment was to pay somebody. Someone's complete wish fulfillment, the Knight of Pentacles. This might have to do with some work or something. Clarify for me to balance something out. Oh, because somebody's complete wish fulfillment is to balance something out for you. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, got it. So what's going on here is the masculine, they're tired of this shit. They like, come on, man, I'm tired. I don't got time. I just want peace. And they are ready to move to calmer waters. They're not closed off to settling something. So it has something to do with money. So maybe there's some money that was left for you that you don't know about. And this money, your cousin on your dad's side of the family, and this is a much older woman, she knows about this money and she doesn't want you to get this money. You don't even know this cousin, but she knows you. She knows about the money and she figured if she can kill you, she can keep the money. But at this point, she can't kill you. You're protected. You're being protected by God. And the masculine that she's connected to, the Central African in the government practitioner that does spell work, they're throwing the towel in. They are not closed off right now to go on ahead and giving you, what belongs to you or making her do it, okay? Because they want to move to calmer waters. They're like, goddamn, how many years do we have left on? I might only have 6 years left, bitch, okay? Whoever this Central African is, he's telling this old bitch, look, we might not even live to next year. Whatever the fuck you trying to do, whatever money you trying to keep from her, no one knows how much time we have left. We're old now. What the fuck do you think you're going to do with this money anyway? Get a BBL and get all that fucking fat sucked out your gut, bitch? No. Look, at this point, I'm ready to move to calmer waters. I'm tired of your goofy ass. I just want peace. Okay, obviously my needs are met. I have money. I have everything I need. What the fuck will it kill you if somebody else younger than you that might have been struggling because of what the fuck you did to them? Don't you know you already going to hell? Gets whatever you took from them, gets money, and they get to spend the rest of their life comfortable after you trying to make them go into poverty. How bad is that gonna fucking destroy your life, you old bitch? Goddamn. When will you ever let it go? I want to move to calmer waters. I don't need this stress. I got a bad heart. Okay? So that's where somebody is at with it right now. All right, tell me more now about this situation with the older woman, this good woman, good lady in reverse. All right, tell me more about this good lady in the reverse. Okay, something might be happening very quickly. I have the 8 of Wands. Something could be coming very quickly. The Queen of Swords. Okay. All right. Tell me more about this older woman. Oh, wow. So there might be an air sign out here that doesn't want to let some shit go because something's going to happen to them very quickly because they will not let go of something emotionally. Okay. Long road. It's going to happen after court. Okay. And somebody, the cycle's over. This person was able, maybe you have karma from a past life where you was acting like an idiot too. Okay. And remember, every one of your enemies that attack you, you was in that same energy at some point in your life or a past life or a past life. We got so much karma from past lives that we don't immediately remember what we've done to other people. Like, why does this bitch hate me? It's something about this person I just don't trust. I just don't like. That's because that bitch killed your ass in a past life so that she could be with your man. That's why you don't trust her in this life. You don't remember that happened, but your gut instinct is telling you that, nah, I don't know. It's something about her. Me and her don't match. Me and her energy don't match. That's because she killed you in a past life because she wanted to be with your husband. That's why you and her energy don't match, but you don't realize that. You don't know that. Okay. So it's almost like this person, they were able to take a whole cycle of your life, tormenting you and torturing you because it might be karma because you might have been on some bullshit in the past life. That's how it works. Sometimes you're paying back karma. When the Bible talks about, when you're born into this world, you're born into this world with trouble already. Now, how the hell is a newborn baby already born with trouble? What trouble is you talking about? I'm a brand new baby. I ain't do shit to nobody. Oh, yes, you did, because you just completed a life cycle and you're here for your next lesson or to repeat a lesson, whatever, depending on what you did. And whatever karma you racked up, okay, in whoever you were before you came through your mother's portal for this next lifetime, and whatever ego you were stamped with, assigned to whatever family you came through this time, you carrying the karma from whatever you did in that past life. So that means that's the trouble that you were already born with. And then from birth to about your 20s or 30s, when the light bulb and your frontal lobe of your brain finishes developing, whatever other trouble you create, from lessons you haven't learned and cycles you haven't closed out and completed, whatever other trouble, negative energy you didn't put out there, misdeeds you did. Now you got the trouble from a past life and whatever you created in this life before your frontal lobe was fully developed. Okay. And now you got trouble on top of trouble. That's what the Bible is talking about. When you're born in this world, you're already born with trouble, and then you get some trouble on top and then some of that. The trouble is your karma. Your karma you brought in with you from the past life to burn off, and the karma you're going to create for yourself in this life before you awaken. Because nobody's perfect. Everybody's here for lessons, and you can create imbalances with your mouth, with your words, things you do, how you behave, negative energy, saying bad things, throughout your life. So somebody was able to take a cycle of your life, and it was probably because some karma you needed to burn off. They were allotted that time, but the cycle is closed now, and you have learned your lessons. You're in a higher vibration. You're in your North Node, so they're no longer allowed to make any more trouble for you. And because of that, this might even be someone in your family with the Four of Wands. There is a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that is holding on to something that they really, really are having a hard time emotionally letting something go. What is this, Holy Spirit? What's the Eight of Cups reverse? It's a house. Oh my. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So you might have a witch in your family. There might be like a witch in your family that is having that created a whole lot of conflict with whoever this cousin is. So maybe this cousin has made themselves known to somebody in your family, but not to you. You know what I'm talking about. Like you could have a distant family member and they're trying to get away with stealing something from you. But either this family member wanted to steal something from you that this cousin that you don't know told them about that was coming toward you, or whatever the case is, someone in your family, your intermediate family, and a cousin that you don't know, okay, that's connected to a Central African in the government. And this person has been causing all the conflict illegally in your life, the Five of Wands. And it's about some kind of a house here, the Ten of Pentacles. And that's what they didn't want to let go of. That's why they kept fighting. They couldn't let go of the fact that either a house or a lot of money is coming toward you. And this little witch in your family, they might have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in their chart. This little witch in your family was made privy to your inheritance, and they must have wanted some of it for themselves. And this distant cousin of yours was helping them, and that's what the problem was. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit. Anything else? Oh, that's right. Okay. So the reason someone's gone somewhere for a long time is because now they're under judgment in the legal system. Oh, because they're broke too. Because somebody went broke trying to destroy you. Okay. So, and they might be sick too. Somebody went to the doctor and didn't tell nobody. Okay. So somebody literally might have damn near gone broke trying to kill you. The death card. There you go. Right there. Death. Yes. Somebody went broke. Somebody said, I will spend my last dime to try to make sure you die. And just to insult them, your ancestors and guides was like, you a stupid bitch. But you know what? Go ahead. Because we want to sit right here and watch your dumbass take food from out your baby's mouth if somebody got children. Take food from literally until you homeless in the street with your kids because you have that much of a reprobate mind that you would empty your bank account, possibly your husband, possibly borrow money from everybody. Bitch, you're going to sit up here and pour all this energy into paying for fucking spell work until you're completely broke during an inflation and don't have nothing and have made no preparations for your children, your family, nothing that you need, because all of your money, focus, and attention, you thought for sure if you spent every dime on spell work that you'd be able to kill somebody that we were protecting from your dumb ass the whole time. With this death card, somebody spent their last dime on spell work to have you killed. This might be somebody that paid a doctor to kill someone in the hospital so that they could do a death spell on you. So they sacrificed. They did. They just sacrificed somebody in a hospital to do some spell work because they needed the energy. Okay. Child, somebody's stupid. get out the way. They're saying get out the way because it's about to come down. Get out the way right now because it is literally about to come down. Because now somebody's broke. They literally were convinced if I spend every single penny I have left, this is like somebody with a gambling problem or something. They were so, oh, it's a lot going on here. Stocks and bonds. Oh, someone is incarcerated. Oh, this is somebody going to jail, y'all. This is somebody definitely going to jail. This is somebody that's most definitely going to jail. No, it's an actual death. Oh, okay. Why? Because, well, we know why, because of what they did. They, oh, probably the backfire from the spell work, but I'll let y'all confirm that. Okay, they touching my back now. Okay, y'all want me to talk about why someone's gonna die? I think we just talked about that, but okay. All right, they want me to talk about why somebody's gonna die. Or why something happened, or why something, I don't know. We'll pull energy on it. We'll see. Okay, so the ancestors want me to tell you why. And this has something to do with stocks and bonds. Okay. Because somebody, number one, couldn't get away with something. Okay. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh. And they're sad and depressed. Okay. Well, we get that. Somebody pulled their energy back from them. Okay. Because they were not getting their wish fulfillment. Somebody might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that at one time they were celebrating with, and somebody might have backstabbed and betrayed somebody. Okay. So there might be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or an older person in distorted energy. Remember, I have a good lady, an older woman, and an older man. Both of them are in the reverse. But somebody was celebrating with these people at one time. But now someone's very emotional because somebody doesn't want to celebrate with them, and they pull their energy back from them because they feel backstabbed and betrayed because they lied. Okay, that's why. Somebody, to get people to help them to kill you so they could steal something from you, they lied about who you were and why they wanted to harm you or why you didn't deserve something. So remember, people, and it is going to be a backfire, they just showed me. Whatever they did to you, you were like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Every time they knocked you down like a bowling pin with with like a bowling ball with pins, you like would come right back up. Like if somebody got you kicked out an apartment or something, suddenly you would pop up with a whole brand new house and a fucking rental property or some shit. Or if somebody, anything, I promise you, if anybody like made you lose a job, suddenly you get another job that is less work and double the pay. No matter what anybody did to you because of who you are, if somebody threw something out of balance for you, it came back into balance for you immediately, and then some. So you would get, every time someone hurts or harms you, you get a blessing. You don't just get restored, but you get a blessing along with that restoration. You understand? And that's what's been happening in your life all this time. Every single time somebody destroys something for you, not only does it get replaced for you, but it gets replaced even better. Like if somebody was like, I know what we'll do. We're going to start a fire and burn half this person's house. And then instead of repairing your house, somebody just, you get a brand new house altogether or something crazy like that. It's just, or your car. If somebody's like, hey, I know what we'll do. We're going to throw this shopping cart into her car while she's in the grocery store in the Walmart parking lot, and we'll damage her car. And after they do that, you call insurance and they're like, we decided we're just going to give you a brand new car. Just something weird. It's something weird like that, where everything gets restored for you better than what it gets improved. And whoever this idiot is, they didn't pick up on that pattern about you. Okay. They didn't see it as divine intervention. So right now, somebody had to give somebody a reason to go along with whatever they were trying to go along with. They had to give somebody a reason to believe that you deserve to be cut out of something, not to receive something, and to be oppressed and to be put into some form of bondage. So someone did a lot of lying. All right, Holy Spirit, no, it's an actual death. Somebody did a lot of lying about you, most likely out of jealousy. Okay, I have a King of Pentacles. Someone could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or they could have it in their chart. Child, when I tell you, people are idiots. And they realized this was a bad investment. Somebody realized that what they did was a very, very bad investment. And that's who decided to release it and let it go. That's why. Because it was stressing them out. Because somebody had gaslit them. That's why. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. Okay. So a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or whoever, let me bring these cards down into the light so you can see. Somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed and does not want to be friends with or celebrate with whoever this person in your family is anymore, because they realize that whoever this King of Pentacles energy is that was talking to that Queen of Swords, they realized it was a bad investment to try to hurt and harm you. And they decided to let something go, okay, because of their own towers. It was causing bad karma and bad luck to happen to their own life and to themselves. It's like the story of Jonah in the Bible, where Jonah has a mission from God. And if he doesn't follow that mission because he's a prophet, he'll get punished. And he snuck up on a boat, Carnival cruise ship, to the Bahamas instead of going to Nineveh. And that's why suddenly the water started to be troubled and they were in the midst of a storm. And somebody spiritual on that boat said, we're being punished because there's somebody on this boat that God is upset with. And when they realized it was Jonah, they said, if you don't throw his ass off this damn ship so the rest of us can be okay. Okay. It's almost like somebody realized that their life and waters were being troubled because they had a stowaway on the ship that God was not pleased with, whatever they were trying to do. Okay. And they were bringing bad karma to their life, to their family, to their situation. They're like, why am I experiencing all this bad luck, bad health, losing money? Because you have a liar connected to you in your midst, and you're going against somebody that has divine protection from God because they're innocent and they haven't done anything wrong. And you're helping somebody to punish someone that hasn't done anything wrong. And when they realized this was the reason that they were getting bad luck and you were so protected, it stressed them out with this Nine of Swords. And they decided to release this. And they realized everything that happened was because they were not closed off, Seven of Wands reverse, to someone that was gaslighting them, the Page of Cups reverse. Somebody was very, very emotionally manipulative, an emotionally manipulative liar that is an expert gaslighter that does spell work. Okay. There are some people that if they can play on any codependencies or insecurities that you have, what will people think if they know? I told you she ain't nothing but a little prostitute whore. How do you think she has a house and the things she has? Because she's got men from everywhere paying all her bills. That's the only way she can survive, is because men are always paying for all her bills. You know, women like that are not married, the only way they can survive is, to have a whole bunch of, I know how those young women do. They have a whole bunch of different men paying their bills and they have sex with all of them because she's a whore, just like me. Excuse me. Whew, let me pull that back a little bit, because she's a whore. This might be an older woman. This might be like an older woman that was gaslighting the fuck out this man. talk about, I know these types of women that get men, they seek out men to pay all their bills for them, and they'll sit up there and they'll perform oral sex and do all these things. They go after a certain type of man, just like me. I mean, not me. I meant, what I meant by that was, I'm using as an example. I mean, I'm not that type of woman, but you know what I'm talking about. It's her that's a whore, not me. So whoever this woman is, the reason this person was not closed off to hurting you was they gaslit the hell out of them and lied to them and emotionally manipulated them and said, you are a prostitute. Everything. The reason you're financially independent and stable and not married and in a relationship but still have assets is because not because a woman can get a job and work and be creative and be strong out here, but you are a single mother and you're a prostitute, and being a prostitute is the only way that you can survive. Something crazy. I don't know. Maybe this woman's from another country where women don't get help, and it's really, really hard to do or accomplish anything as a woman. I don't know. But for some reason, she convinced this man that it's something like, you can't possibly be doing that well. So you must be a prostitute because you're a woman. Okay. That's the energy I'm getting. I'm getting the energy where she's gaslighting and making a point that you're worthless because you're a prostitute. But get this, whoever you are, you're not a prostitute. The reason you're a prostitute is because you're not married and you have things. So because maybe you have a car and a nice home, but that because you're single and you have those things, to her, that equates to you being a prostitute. Now she knows that you're not a prostitute, but she's trying to gaslight this person into believing your life is worthless because you're a prostitute. You're at the bottom of society, where in a patriarchal society all women are prostitutes. Okay. I mean, if you want to keep it a buck, in a patriarchal society all women are prostitutes. But nonetheless, I mean, shoot, look at the Bible, look at the patriarchal Bible. Everybody, if you're either married or a prostitute. You only get two categories. Sign up. Which one are you? Okay. Which one are you? You are either, I mean, you couldn't just be a single woman out here back in Jesus of Nazareth days. And hey, how you doing out here? Yeah, this is my little hut. I built it myself, because I'm a woman and I'm smart and I'm good with my hands. I like to build things. My daddy was a carpenter like yours, Jesus. And I built me a nice little hut, over here, just like, I resurrected it like those women in the country part of Kenya that created that society with no men. I was watching a video some years back of a group of women that went 4B in Kenya. And it was like some kind of society they created with no men, except for the men that are their children or that follow their rules they allow into that society. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, if you could it's like you have two categories here as a woman. You can choose. Either you're an old maid in your family and your family's utilizing your energy and you're with them under your dad's roof, or you're married. And if you're not in one of those two categories, then you are a prostitute and you're the lowest of lowest scum. You're less than a horse. Yeah, you're less than Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed has more value than you. Okay, if you don't have a family. So you couldn't be living in Jerusalem back in the day and just be like, I've resurrected my own little hut here. My daddy, like I said, was a carpenter, like Jesus. So I know how to do a little bit of building and manipulating. And I've built this beautiful little place all for myself over here. I fixed it up all nice. I weaved out of a basket a nice bed and I put hay under it. I hooked myself up. So I'm just single out here in these streets. I have my own stuff. I sell fruits and I do a little bit of baking over my open fire, and I go out and sell my foods and stuff like that. I make my own wine and, just starting my own business. Shut up. You are a whore. How dare you? You have no family and you're not married to a man. You have no business. You don't sell anything. Let us set her hut on fire. She's a prostitute. I'm trying to be a comedian here, but I'm just saying back in Jesus' day, you couldn't just like be a single woman and go build your own home and just be like, no, oh no, you don't understand. I don't want to get married. This is just my place I built for myself. This is my house. Yeah, and I just decided, I want to start my own business. I'm pretty good at making baskets and stuff. You know, the Empress, she comes over here, she likes to buy my jewelry, and no, you're a prostitute. Our census says you're a prostitute. So that was my corny rendition. But the point is, whoever this woman is, she gaslit this person to believe that because you're single, maybe you have a child or children and you're a single mother, but because of that, and you still are able to keep your head above water and to live a comfortable life, automatically what that means is because you're not with your family and because you're not married, that means that you're a prostitute and there are men that you have to have sex with men in order to get your bills paid and to live comfortably. And that's the gaslight here. Okay. So that's how someone convinced someone that you were nothing. And you are nothing of the sort, not even close. You're just a very hard worker that might live in a place that has a lot of opportunities for women to take advantage of, to be able to provide and take care of themselves. You're nothing of the sort. But that was the gaslighting that took place with this person to make them believe that you were nothing, and there's no way a woman could survive like that all on her own with her own confidence and work and pay her own bills and be a single mother without being a prostitute. Child. Much respect and homage to all of the women of the past and our ancestors that had to not only deal with these ignorant ass men, but had to deal with the more ignorant ass women that was pumping that shit up too. The Page of Wands. Okay, so there might be a message or something coming in. Oh, what's this? Yeah, from somebody that's the wounded warrior. They're the wounded warrior because they tried so hard. They tried so hard to go along to make this woman happy. That this is your cousin, okay? This is your cousin, but somebody, I don't know, is this someone else's energy? Somebody might have went through a whole lot to illuminate and bring out a secret or what was being hidden and illuminate something. All right, tell me about this, okay? So that something could be exposed and you could move forward. Oh my, who is this? A Galliant gent. Holy divine spirit, who's this person that's a wounded warrior? Okay, someone you didn't take action with. Oh shoot, oh shucky ducky quack quack. There might be a Queen of Wands reverse energy here that someone did not take action with that might have exposed something. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands reverse. Someone that was burdened because they were no longer a part of this group of people associating with them. Oh, okay. So this is somebody that used to, I guess, be friends or be part of their friendship circle that no longer is a part of their friendship circle that brought you justice because they could not, they were not okay with what they was being done to you. Okay, so this might be a stranger to you. You don't know who this person is. But whoever this person is, they couldn't move to calmer waters mentally. Like, it's like, with this injustice that they were doing to you, somebody felt like, no, that's not right. Whatever y'all are doing is not right. That's not cool with me. Whoever this person is, okay. Anything else about this Queen of Wands reverse? I don't know if that's a man or a woman. Maybe it is someone you never took action with. Maybe they came around you before. I don't know who that is. It's someone's complete wish fulfillment. What is this person's complete wish fulfillment? Someone's complete wish fulfillment is for a new start or maybe some kind of an opportunity, okay? And maybe someone you don't see somebody or they don't see you. All right, Holy Spirit, tell me what you want me to know about this person. What's going on with this Queen of Wands reverse energy? They're angry. This person is really angry and pissed. Well, I don't know. These people, and they're in deep, deep regret. Okay. So somebody else that might have been a part of this might be upset because they might have also gotten suckered into like being against you because somebody was so convincing. Someone was extremely convincing Healed North Node, high vibrational, operates in the light. Okay. So this is somebody that's now in their North Node. I don't know why they're coming out as the Queen of Wands reverse, because they were vulnerable and naive. This person has good intentions. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, I see what this is. All right. This is not in the reverse. This is in the upright. Got it. So there's somebody here that was vulnerable. There's somebody here that was vulnerable and naive, that has good intentions, and they're angry and they're pissed the fuck off that they were lied to. And somebody, this was all about someone trying to steal something from you, and all about jealousy. And they couldn't, and it just wasn't okay with them. Because they used to be a part of this person's social circle, but they're not cool with them anymore. Okay. So whoever this person is, they help to illuminate the truth. And they're the wounded warrior, because they might have gone to very deep lengths to illuminate the truth about what somebody was trying to get away with doing. Okay. All right. I don't know who that person is. They're not really giving me much on them, but that person might be coming towards you. Okay. And we'll leave that right there. We won't get too far into that, because we don't want to cause any problems. And know it's an actual death. Who's about to die? Who's about to die? Holy Spirit, know it's an actual death. Who's this person? Oh, okay. Somebody might die from the backfire from this death spell they just did. Okay, so somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to die from the backfire from this spell work that was just done. Oh, okay. It might be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Someone that might have a Cancer placement in their chart might die from the backfire from this death spell they just did. Okay. Who's these stocks and bonds coming from, Holy Spirit? Who are these stocks and bonds coming from? Who are these stocks and bonds coming from? I have your father and your cousin. Oh, okay. So what I have here is these stocks and bonds might be coming from your cousin's father. So it's almost like a thing where that might be the reason that this cousin is having a hard time with you. And you don't know, again, you don't know this cousin, but whoever this cousin is on your dad's side of the family, their father left you some stocks and bonds. You don't know about it, but they did, because that's their dad, but their dad didn't leave it to them. Their dad did not leave it to your cousin. Their dad left it to you, or a portion to you. Okay. And that's why they wanted to kill you. That makes sense. So they wanted to kill you because their own dad didn't leave something for them. They left it for you instead. And I don't know what kind of fight or beef they had with their father, but something happened with their dad where their dad maybe felt like they wasn't shit, or something like you're spoiled or you ain't shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave it to my sister's grandkids or something like that. Okay. So something was left to you by your cousin's father, and your cousin got mad about that, because they went out the way to make sure that your name was listed for whatever these stocks and bonds are. They went out their way so they can't like go and change the will or sneak and do something. And because they can't change the will, they figured if they could kill you or have you deemed insane, they could steal this money from you, because they're very angry with their father for leaving it for you and not them. And this is a cousin on your dad's side of the family. Okay. And that's why they've been trying to kill you. Okay. That's where the stocks and bonds came from, your cousin's father. Okay. Ciao, 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 ciao. All right, let's pull one more thing of energy, and then we're going to get out of here. That's wow. And the ancestors are laughing their ass off. But wait a minute, y'all, real quick. Can y'all imagine, like, say you a spoiled child that grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you nothing but a complete brat, like a brat. And you got some cousins, like distant cousins, that are poor, that don't have nothing, that might have been homeless, maybe all of them had to eat rice out of one pot and try to stay warm in front of an oven or fire, like just real Oliver Twist poor. Oliver Twist poor, for anyone old enough to know who Oliver Twist is. But imagine, someone's getting old, and these are older family members looking at maybe their sister, brothers, and cousins, grandkids, or stuff, and they're like, man, they don't have shit, but their spirit is so good. They're so lighthearted. They're good kids. They're poor, yeah. So they do things sometimes poor kids do, but they still have a good spirit and soul, even though they don't have nothing. And my fucking no good ass daughter or son who ain't motherfucking shit, ain't done shit with their life. They got a nasty ass attitude. They fucking ungrateful and greedy, and they think they're gonna put me in a nursing home. Oh, you dirty bitch! I'ma fix your ass. You my child, but you ain't shit. I'm the type. I admit it. Look, if I got a child that ain't shit, and I know they ain't shit, I know my baby. She ain't shit. My child ain't shit. None of my kids ain't shit. You got some kids that ain't shit and they spoiled, rotten, and they'll throw tantrums if you give one thing to a poor family member, or if you help somebody out. No, I wanted a pink Maserati and I only have a tan one. You promised you'd buy me another Maserati. Bitch, you 40 years old. Bitch, you 40 years old. Get a fucking job. Stop harassing that man because he don't want to marry you and you couldn't buy him after you done wasted my money and went and bought him a car. Go sit your ass down. I should have whooped your ass when you was a child, but your mama stopped me. Just think about that. It's like some energy where you have an older family member that you never met, you don't know, but apparently they might have known your mother and your mother's children in the family, and they might have seen you grew up very poor. You might have grew up poor and abused. You might have not had things, and their kids might have had things, and they might have felt like their kids wasn't shit. So they made sure, because they know their kids are devious, that they put it in a will whereby they can't change it. They made sure that you're going to get this. So to circumvent that, when the cousin found out that their father left something for you in the will and put it in a way so that they couldn't change the will, well, I'll just kill them, or I'll get somebody to catfish marry them and take all their money, and I'll bribe a judge, or I'll have them go crazy. I'll make them crazy, abusing power, and then we'll get conservatorship over them, and I'll get one of their siblings to work against them. All of this shit because you a spoiled, rotten motherfucking brat that don't have a personality. And you don't have a personality because you didn't have enough experiences or struggles or challenges or those different things in life that average people go through that help build character, that you pull stories from, experience from, that causes your personality to come out. Going through struggle, hard times, and different things in your life is what builds character. It makes your personality come out that much more when they see how you've overcome different things in your life, obstacles. This might be someone that don't have a personality at all whatsoever, and that's completely bored, that just has money, and they just entertain themselves by paying people to hurt other people. And I wish I could pronounce that word, mashishish, I think they're called a mashishish. And I know I said that shit wrong. But they enjoy watching people suffer. That's their personality. So you imagine someone's father's like, man, I know my kids are spoiled. They ain't shit. But you know what? I want to do something. I really, really want I feel bad for my cousin's kids over there, or her grandkids. I see how they live, and that's rough. They over there sleeping outside, sleeping on the trains and the subway. let me leave something for them in the future, just in case they need a leg up. And this cousin has tried to circumvent and take that money, and even might have used one of your siblings or family members and brought them in on a scheme to steal this money from you. But you've been protected, and they are an ancestor now watching over, and they wanted to make sure that you got this money and you're going to get it. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? Somebody might be in the army or military. things are going in your favor. Be careful. Someone does have a history of sexual abuse. Okay. They only wanted money or resources from this person. So this is your cousin. Your cousin, they got married to somebody because they only wanted money and resources. They only wanted to be financially taken care of by this person. I don't know. Someone might have a history of sexual abuse. Okay. So that's not a good thing. This situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. So it's being recommended that somebody do a cleanse and try to do some healing for somebody. I don't know. That might be for the person that might have a history of sexual abuse. They might have an entity attachment in their sacral or root chakra. And they might have been a part of some kind of spiritual corruption of the highest order in very high places, whereby they might have been sexually abused at some point in their life, okay, at a community event. So we all know what that is. These community events have to do with the occult, these secret societies. So somebody might have been sexually abused as a part of that. They might have worked at a call center, okay. Somebody might be getting evicted now. But at the end of the day, regardless of whatever you had to go through in your life, no one's a victim, because when you have greater spiritual awareness, you know it's karma for things that happen in past lives. And the question is, are you going to be able to sit down to do the reflecting and healing work, or are you going to project and hurt innocent other people? And that's what's going to make or break whether or not you pass your course in this lifetime. Okay. Do not touch my anointed. Okay. So you are anointed by God while you were protected from everything, even though they were allowed to attack you, because you wasn't shit too at some point in a past life. Maybe you probably was in some horrible energy too at some point in one of your lives, past lives. All of us are the villain, and all of us are the villain and the angel. You know, in different lifetimes, we play many roles. Okay. Someone had already made a decision about you at the time of your birth. Wow, so something must have been left for you when you was even a baby, when you were very young. So it could be that someone knew your mother, okay, and wanted to leave something for your mother's kids, because maybe your mama was crazy and they were like, them kids ain't gonna have a chance. By the time these kids get this money, hopefully it'll help for all the damage the mama's gonna do. Or either this or your mama was sexually abused at a community event because of spiritual corruption in high places. And maybe somebody knew what happened to your mama, and they knew that her kids was gonna have a hard way to go because of what they did to the mama. And that might be why someone might have left some stocks and bonds for the mama's kids. And that might be your mother. Okay. It's a lot of reasons this could happen, but somebody already made a decision about you, whereby uh, you might have been chipped at birth during a surgery because they already knew some money was being left for you. So I feel like this is old money. Whoever you are, I feel like this is some old money that was left for you, because whoever this person is, they must have known something about your mother, and either them or your mama might have been sexually abused, or something happened to her, and it had something to do with the whole gang stalking community event, the government, Coven secret society. It was spiritual corruption, and they knew that somebody would not have the children wouldn't have a chance in life if they didn't leave something for them. Or if not, this is your cousin that might need to do an A cleanse if they were sexually abused. Okay. But either way, there's somebody that's very shy and chipped at birth during a surgery. Once again, somebody was targeted at their birth and they were chipped. They were already, a decision had already been made how somebody's life was supposed to go and how they were supposed to be used. Because they were chipped at birth during a surgery, and they were part of, or they were the victim of spiritual corruption of the highest order in high places. and somebody's going to end up in a mental health facility now because of it. Now, Holy Spirit, you're recommending that somebody do an A cleanse. Before I get out of this, can you recommend some kind of crystal or stone that might be of some use to help somebody to clear off any entity attachment in the root or sacral chakra or heart chakra from sexual abuse? Because I'm about to close this out. Can you recommend, please, and thank you, recommend some type of stone that possibly might be able to help anybody that had an entity attachment in their root or sacral chakra that needs to do an A cleanse that can possibly help them balance? I mean, the psychological work has to be done in healing and cleaning of the subconscious mind, healing in your subconscious mind and balancing your dark and light energy, doing the mental work. But in addition to the psychological work that needs to be done, the inner work, sometimes certain stones have certain healing properties that can help amplify your energy as you heal and help protect you. So what would be a good crystal that you can recommend for whoever this person is that should be doing an A cleanse to help them? And of course, if a person suspects they might have an entity attachment in their root or sacral chakra, a spiritual bath might be needed, a cord cutting process might be needed, an A cleanse, and then also therapy. You might need to get therapy to talk to somebody so that you can do the inner psychological healing work to reprogram the subconscious mind, okay? So that we can get control and protect our sacral and root chakra from that entity reattaching once we cleanse it out, okay? By thinking in a different way so that we can promote healing. Holy Divine Spirit, what is the card? What is the gemstone that you will recommend for someone that might need to do an A cleanse? What is the gemstone that you might recommend for someone that needs to do an A cleanse? Okay. I knew it. Ukanite, that's the heart chakra. Okay. Was that it? Or is there one more? Okay, so they are recommending uncanite. Uncanite lives in the present and heart chakra. Okay, and the other one is lepidolite, trust, third eye, and crown chakra. This is the two stones that are being recommended for you. Lepidolite to help with trust, and it's for the third eye and crown chakra. And the other one is uncanite, all right? And that's to live in the present, heart chakra. And let me read a little bit why they want those stones in particular suggested. 26. Okay. Trust in the universe. Stay strong and positive. Stand in your own space and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now. Try to remove any doubts you might have about what is going on around you. It is time for you to trust and move forward. It is also important that you pay attention to and trust any intuitive feelings that you are receiving. This is your spirit guides and angels' way of getting messages through to you. Even if you don't understand why something is happening, trust that everything is going to be okay. Lepidolite helps you to overcome any worries that you may have. It also helps you to be independent and opens you up to trust and self-love. Lepidolite is associated with the third eye and crown chakra. It is also known as a stone of transition. If you are transitioning in certain areas of your life right now, take this as a great sign that you need to trust the decision that you have made. It is the right time for this transition to occur. Enjoy the new beginnings that are flowing into your life right now. Lapita Light. Okay. So somebody needs to trust, but they're telling you trust your own intuition. Whatever your decision you're making right now, it's the right decision. So this is confirmation that someone's making the right decision in whatever they're doing right now, and to trust your own intuition right now. And right now you're going through a transitional stage in your life where something is getting ready to change for you. And this is to help you develop trust in yourself, trust your own intuition, and self-love. It's for your crown and third eye chakra, which is the intuitive function and the spiritual wisdom function. Okay. And the other one, I know this one, Uncanite, I get it a whole lot for different people because Uncanite is for the heart chakra, for healing. Okay. And you can get it in just about any store. It's a popular stone. Okay. Do you spend too much time focusing on what has happened in the past? Are you constantly trying to plan for the future? Have you noticed that you haven't had much time to enjoy and live in the present? Uncanite has appeared to encourage you to be fully present. It is time for you to enjoy what is around you now. Be grateful for the experiences that you have been through in the past. They have made you the wonderful person that you are today. Begin to honor who you are and cherish the loved ones and friends around you. Make the most of each opportunity that comes your way. There is nothing wrong with planning for the future. Just try not to become so focused on the future that you forget to live in the present. Uncanite helps you to live in the now. It is a balancing and grounding crystal which is associated with the heart chakra. Try to focus on things and people that bring you the most fulfillment or happiness at the moment. Spend time doing things that you love and that re-energize you. Connect with your loved ones and do something fun together. Okay? Uncanite. Okay, and with that, I will pull a final card and we will close this reading out. All right, Holy Spirit, give me 3 cards to end this read. Give me 3 cards to end this read. Yeah, there might be a little bit of fighting going on right now, or someone might be very conflicted right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, or somebody wants to fight you. somebody that was willing to do anything for money really wants to fight you right now. That's fine. I'm sure whoever you are, you've dealt with enough conflict. You're used to it. Somebody wants to fight you to try to balance their situation. Queen of Cups. And the reason they want to come out and fight you is because the magic they did behind closed doors didn't work. Okay. So I have the Magician in reverse. Somebody wants to, like, whoever this person is that's willing to do anything for money, they want to come outside of their house now. They did spell work. The spell work backfired. So now they want to come out their house and fight you. Like, you remember how girls used to fight with the windmill, with the arms going everywhere, or they go for your hair, and then, Somebody wants to literally come outside and windmill all over you because the spell work backfired, and they tired of doing spell work and death spells in the dark. They like, I had enough. Step outside. Meet me outside. Somebody wants you to come outside at this point. Okay. At this point, somebody just wants you to come step outside because they sick. They're like, I'm tired of this spell work. I know y'all said that now we're going to go to jail for anything wrong that we do. So all we can do is spell work. But at this point, I've done every death spell under the sun I could possibly think of. I've even asked God, and God buzzed me with something, and they get away from me. At this point, I'm just ready to step outside and just windmill all over this person and just fight them. I just want to fight. I just want to fight her. Okay. The King of Pentacles reverse, somebody that was willing to do anything for money. They want to fight you, High Priestess. They literally want to fight you. Okay. Because they just can't stand you. You're a whole fucking High Priestess, Queen of Cups. Look at you. You're so peaceful and serene. And all you do is just like wave your hand. And things go your way. Magic. You're too calm. You're too relaxed. All right. And what they invested it in was bad. Okay, Holy Spirit, give me one card to end this read. All right. You might be getting a message soon. Give me one card. You might be getting a message too soon. Okay. Yeah, you might be getting a message very soon about the person that died from the backfire. And you'll celebrate. Okay. I think the Three of Cups is you. Yeah. You got to celebrate. You have to celebrate when people that need to die because they're just taking up oxygen that other people could use. When a person stops evolving, growing, and learning, and they're no longer of any use to anyone on the earth at all, it's one thing if you're still learning a lesson and you're going to get something out of it. But once you become a reprobate mind to the point where you're just taking up space and oxygen and resources, at that point you can be used for fertilizer. You know, you can just be used to fertilize the ground, so you can be of some use to somebody, and return ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So and also it's a blessing to be able to, when you're no longer functioning, it's like Jesus when he cursed the fig tree, because he was like, what the hell, what you doing sitting up here sucking up all this good fresh clean water and sucking in all this good air, and you're not even developing or giving anybody fruit. You're not doing nothing. You're a dry tree. You don't even have leaves. You're not even producing oxygen and taking in the carbon monoxide. You're not giving any figs for people to snack on, but your dry ass is just sitting there looking ugly, and you're drinking water and sucking up the air and the sun. You're taking the sunlight in and the air, and you're not doing nothing. And Jesus was walking with his homeboys, and he cursed the tree. He cursed it. He cursed the fig tree. He said, thou unfruitful, non-barren ass tree, I curse you from the rooter to the tutor. I curse you, dry up and die, be removed from the earth. You sucking up all the oxygen and sunlight, and you don't do nothing for nobody. This person, it's a good thing if they're not of use to themselves or anyone else, and they're done growing in this lifetime. If they are just causing problems, then it's a good thing. It's a celebrate. It's a celebrate. Them dying is a celebration, because that gives them an opportunity, like, to start all over again, because they're not growing anymore. You know, at this point, it's going to be like doing them a favor, put them out their misery, and it'll allow them to come back and, you know, start all over again afresh. Like, whoo, I'm glad you did that. Thank you. Because I was stuck for a minute there. I had so many entities on me, and I couldn't get rid of them. And I was just stuck, and I was miserable. And you gave me an opportunity. You freed my soul. You freed my soul, my wretched soul, from that body, so that I could come back into a new body and start anew, start afresh. This time, this go round, I'm going to get it. So you might be celebrating very soon, because you're going to get a message that somebody was born again. That's what the death card represents, a rebirth. A rebirth. Somebody's going to die so they can be reborn and they can start fresh. Their soul is going to be freed and released from captivity. Okay, with that, I'm Quan Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot, and I will be back later this evening for prayer and love of the highest vibration. All right, guys. See you later. Thank you.